Preserving and further improving the environment is a solemn responsibility of the entire mankind today. Keeping in mind the importance of ecological balance and sustainability, care for the environment has been one of DMRC's priority areas. In all phases of its functioning, right from planning to construction and then operations, utmost care is taken to conserve the environment. Carrying out construction in a city like Delhi is very challenging from the perspective of the preservation of environment. The entire National Capital Region, NCR, is facing the menace of pollution as one of its primary challenges. Especially at the onset of winter every year, pollution levels soar across the region and work often has to be suspended for some time. DMRC, as a responsible organization, takes a number of steps to ensure that its construction sites do not emanate dust and further add to the problem. Water is sprinkled at the sites on regular intervals to ensure that there is no dust pollution. In Phase 3, DMRC especially procured mist-based sprinkler systems for its construction sites. Wheel washing facilities have been installed at the exit points of all sites, and it is mandatory for site vehicles leaving the sites to get their wheels cleaned. Construction materials lying at the site are also covered following strict norms. The Environment Department of DMRC regularly inspects the construction sites to ensure that all the rules in place are stringently followed by the contractors. In Phase 3, Delhi Metro stations and all other ancillary buildings have been designed as green buildings. These structures have been designed with specific provisions for the conservation of energy, as well as more CO2 saving, water saving, waste management, energy management, and optimized building design to reduce the size of station box and hence lesser use of construction materials. In association with the Indian Green Building Council, DMRC has also devised an environmental rating mechanism to check the adherence of the metro buildings to green building norms. All DMRC stations and other buildings constructed as part of its third phase of expansion were rated as Platinum, which is the highest possible rating for adherence to green building norms. For construction work, sometimes some parks and open spaces have to be acquired from the civic agencies by the Delhi Metro. Adequate care is always taken to ensure that the topsoil is preserved in these spaces and the premises are restored to their original condition before handing over. In fact, DMRC has often further improved the condition of the land it had to acquire for construction work. For every tree cut during construction work, DMRC makes provisions for the plantation of 10 trees. In addition, frequent plantation drives are carried out in its premises across the National Capital Region, or NCR. While planning the metro alignment and construction work as well, DMRC always tries its best to avoid green areas. In many cases, it has also successfully carried out transplantation of trees. The environmental benefits of the Delhi Metro are also immense, since it is a completely non-polluting transportation system. As per a study, the Delhi Metro is helping in removing over 6 lakh tons of pollutants from the atmosphere. More than 4 lakh vehicles have been taken off the roads because people prefer to take the metro instead of private vehicles in the national capital. In fact, the Delhi Metro is also the first ever rail-based system in the world to claim carbon credits. During the Phase 3 expansion, DMRC also decided to utilize its premises to set up solar power generation facilities. The first ever solar power plant of DMRC was set up in 2014 at Dwarka Sector 21. And today, DMRC generates over 32 megawatt of power from its solar power generation facilities spread across the network. A historic feat was achieved in 2019 when DMRC started receiving solar power from an off-site source in Rewa, Madhya Pradesh. Presently, DMRC is receiving about 99 megawatt of power from Rewa, as a result of which its dependence on thermal power has significantly reduced. DMRC will always remain committed to the cause of the preservation of environment. In the days to come as well, many more initiatives will be taken to further improve the environment in the region.